In this video, I'm going to be using ChatGPT to create a simple Python web scraper using BridgeMind prompting, as well as a hyper-specialized GPT at BridgeMind called Python Expert to create a Python script fairly quickly and be able to scrape data off the internet on imdb.com to be able to scrape the top 250 movies and its data to be able to work with charts, but actually scraping this data off the internet and not even having to write a single line of code ourselves. So I'm going to show you how this works, and I'm going to pull up BridgeMind, which is currently accepting members to its beta program, and it's launching on April 29th. But I'm going to access this prompt that I have pulled up here, and this prompt is a simple Python web scraper prompt. So it's very specialized for what we're working with here. And you can pause the video and read the prompt, but essentially what this is it's a pre-built prompt that has a known variables and factors of what's going to come out of this prompt. So all you have to do is click the edit button here, and you'll be able to input the URL or URL list, as well as the data elements that you're going to be working with. And what this is going to do is it's actually going to output the script for you to be able to scrape whatever project you're working on. So I'm also going to access the Python Expert because this expert is going to assist us in this project, and it's more specialized than your generic ChatGPT 4 window or ChatGPT 3.5 window. So we're going to be using this Python Expert. And to get started, I'm going to pull up the IMDb and I'm going to copy the URL up here. And now that I've copied the URL, I'm going to go back over to BridgeMind and I'm going to paste the URL into the URL list variable. And then for the data elements, what this needs is we actually need to inspect the elements on this page and be able to copy the HTML elements that we're going to be working with. So I just I'll show you what I just did there. So I just double tapped and I clicked inspect here. And this pulled up the F12 window or the DevTools window. And over here, all I need to do is now copy this class and this div element so that I now have access to the data that's inside. So I'm going to kind of collapse this so I can see what kind of data is actually in this so that we can get the right elements. So you can see here that all of the data for each one of these fields is in this div right here, or this container. So check this out. If you look up here in the top left while I'm hovering over this, you can see that it selects it, and all of that data is in this container right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy some of this data. I'm going to copy all of this, copy element, and I'm going to go back into BridgeMind and just copy this directly into it. So now you can see that this is all in here, and all we have to do is click save. And what this has done is it's passed those variables into this prompt that we're creating, and it's a specialized prompt so that all we now have to do is go down here and click copy. And now that we've copied it, we can go into the Python Expert and just paste that prompt directly in. Since it's already pre-prompted, all we had to do was paste in the variables, and now it's going to output this Python script. So it's going to kind of give you a rundown of what you want to do. You can see here, it's telling you what packages to install, and then here is the script that's being outputted. So if you know Python, if you understand it, you can see here that we're importing the request library, the BS4 library, or the beautiful soup library, my mistake. And you can see here, because we passed in the variables for all that data, you can see that it's now kind of just created this scraper from the variables that we put in. So all I have to do is click copy, and you can read further, but we're just going to pull up now our VS Code and paste it right in. All I have to do is click run here in the top right, and it's going to run this script, and it's going to print out the scraped data for all of the titles that are outlined in IMDb. So you can see here in this script all of the titles that were scraped off of IMDb. You can see it was starting the scraper, it fetched the URL, it found 250 movies on the page, and then it printed out all of the titles on this page. So that's going to wrap up this video. Again, we just used BridgeMind prompting to use this simple Python web scraper prompt, as well as a BridgeMind GPT called Python Expert to create a simple Python web scraper to scrape all of these movies. And this can be applied to any project that you're working on. But the point is to use these two technologies to be able to easily create a Python web scraper or any other project that you're working on. And there's a ton of GPTs on BridgeMind.ai, and they're all included with the BridgeMind Plus package. So because BridgeMind is only accepting beta users right now, I've included the prompt here as well as the link to this Python Expert in the description below. So if you enjoyed this video and if it helped you out, please like and subscribe. I work really hard to make these videos and create these technologies to help you guys out, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.